So this is the teacher Haris Bhatt, and you are seeing my YouTube channel Learn Accounting with Sir Haris. So today we are going to solve a question from depreciation, AS accounting, and depreciation is going to be the topic. So let's see and how we are going to do that. जो undo करते हैं कैसे करते हैं यार control. Okay, हो गया जी. So this question has come in which year? So if you see Bukrat, this is February, March 23-22. Bukrat, February, March 23 is the paper in which the question has come, and 22 is the variant. So February, March 23-22, it is our variant actually. Okay. So this is our variant actually. So let's see. On 1st January, sorry, 2%. Jacob owns a restaurant. The business financial year end is 31st December. So it's a normal financial year, number one. The business owns many small items of kitchen equipment. The following information is available. On 1st January, kitchen equipment was valued at 3450. Additional kitchen equipment was purchased for cash 1680 during the year. And 31st December, kitchen equipment was valued at 3950. So basically, it's a small asset. The small assets are basically depreciated through revaluation method, like loose tools and other assets. So we are going to prepare the account of, I'll do that on the question over here. So how we are going to do that? Kitchen equipment account will prepare. So I will write brought down on the debit side over here. And the brought down means that kitchen equipment at the start of the year, 1st January 2022 is 3450 on 1/1/22. Then we have purchased another kitchen equipment 1680 on 31st December. That is addition. You can write bank. You can write addition also, no matter. 16680. And then on the same date, on 31st December, we have a carried down of kitchen equipment. We'll write here. Revaluation method I'm going to use. Or you can say net book value method. That is the same thing. Brought down, addition, net book value, carried down, which is 3950. And the difference is going to be the depreciation. That will be written on the same date with the name profit and loss account or statement of profit and loss or income statement. So what is the amount? 3450 plus 1680. What is the total? And then you will write brought down on 1st January 23. G, what is the total of the both sides? 51. 5132. 5130 is the total. Okay. On the credit side, same total will come on the credit side. 5130. Brought down will come over here. That is 3950. So what is the depreciation? 1180 is the depreciation on kitchen equipment by revaluation method, because small assets are basically, on small assets we used to record depreciation through revaluation method according to materiality concept. That small assets are recorded as an expense rather than as an asset. Okay. Now let's move forward. Yes. Okay. So next part of the question is, state 2 reasons why the reducing balance method of depreciation might be chosen by a business for depreciating non-current assets. Because the asset, the type of the asset might reduce their value more in early years and less in later years. Second, it might be technological assets, which reduces their value more in early years and less in later years. Reducing balance method gives you more accurate value to charge depreciation, because depreciation should be charged on the net book value rather than straight line. That gives you more accurate value. Then reducing balance method, the depreciation, it is a problem that depreciation will not become zero at any time. So that was the 2 reasons that we use reducing balance method on machinery, motor vehicle, equipment. All technological assets are basically depreciated by reducing balance method. Okay, next. Now I'm going to rub it up. for the next part. थोड़ा सा साइज बड़ा कर लेते हैं. So on 1st January 2022, that is a new part actually for the question. A new delivery vehicle was purchased in part exchange for the business's old delivery vehicle. Sir, why you came to know that this is a new part? Because the previous part was regarding kitchen equipment, and this is talking about delivery vehicle. तो अब इसमें कोई लिंक ही नहीं है. तो delivery vehicle 1st January को आपने परचेज किया 2022 को ओल्ड व्हीकल के बदले. A payment of 22,500 was made. The old vehicle had originally cost 24,000 when it was purchased on 1st January 2020. Old vehicle was part exchange at net book value. Delivery vehicle are depreciated by 25% using the reducing balance method of depreciation. Prepare a journal entry to record the charge for depreciation of delivery vehicle, depreciation of vehicles for the ended 31st December. A narrative is not required. So basically, the examiner asks you to to record the charge for the year. Charge for the year means profit and loss statement figure, income statement figure, right? But I will do all the stuff so that you might be able to understand that what is the part exchange. Part exchange means that one of the vehicle has been given in part exchange, right, against the price of the new vehicle, and we are purchasing a new vehicle, but we have been given concession in the price of the new vehicle because of the trade-in of the old vehicle. So whatever amount have been given to us as concession, or the amount which we are not going to pay because of the exchange of old asset, that is known as trade-in allowance. And you can consider that that is a sale price of the old asset. So let's pass the first entry. First of all, I need to calculate the depreciation on the asset which has been part exchange. That is, the old delivery vehicle had originally cost 24,000 when it was purchased on 1st January 2020. It means that it has been depreciated for 2 years, 20 and 21, because on 1st January 2022, it has been part exchange. So the amount is going to be 24,000 into 25%. It will come how much? 6,000. Now, because the method, if you see, that is reducing balance method, so you will subtract 18,000 into 25%, and that is going to be how much? No, 4,500, right? So the total depreciation on the asset which has been given in part exchange, or the asset sold, you can say like that, is 10,500. Now the net book value is 18,000 minus 4,500. What it is going to be? 13,500. So it is given in the question that the old vehicle has been part exchange on net book value. Matlab कि we don't need to pay the price of the asset in the price of the new asset, in the cost of the new asset, we don't need to pay 13,500. Now let's pass the entry. Okay. So motor vehicle debit, which is a new asset which has been purchased by us. We don't know the amount. What is the cost? I don't know. But bank, what amount we have paid? 22,500. And what amount we don't need to pay because of the old vehicle? That is the book value of the asset which has been given in part exchange. And that is going to be 13,500. So go for the total. You will get the cost of the new asset, which is not given in this question. So what is the cost of the new asset? 36,000. So this is how we are done with that. Because the old asset which is given in part exchange, that is basically trade in at net book value, it means there is no profit or no loss. It was cost us 24,000 depreciation on 2020, that is 6,000. Then again it will be depreciated in 2021, that is going to be 4,500, and then the net book value is 13,500, right? Now this 13,500 of the net book value is then be compared with the sale proceed, which is again 13,000, because the trade-in value is also 13,000. It means that in the price of the new asset, we have been given a trade-in allowance of 13,500, and the payment of 22,500 was made. मतलब कि हमने 22,500 पे किए और बाकी ट्रेड इन की वजह से 13,500 पे नहीं करना पड़ा. So the cost of the new vehicle is 36,000. So we are done with that. But the question didn't ask you, examiner didn't ask you to prepare that. Examiner ने कहा है कि आपने find करना है क्या वाला charge for the year. The charge for the year means the income statement figure. So there is steps to calculate depreciation for the current year. First, calculate depreciation on the newly purchased asset. The newly purchased asset which is purchased, that is 36,000, which we have purchased in the current year. 36,000 multiplied by, it will be depreciated for the whole year. 25% at the rate of 25%. So the amount of depreciation is 9,000. How come, sir? Because it has been purchased on 1st January. So we have used it for the whole year. 36,000 into 25%, that is 9,000. Next, calculate depreciation on the asset sold. It will not come because the asset which has been given in part exchange, that will not be, that will not be depreciated in the current year. So we will not charge depreciation on that asset because it has been depreciated in 2021, and that's it. Because because at the start of the year it has been sold, or it has been given in part exchange. So no asset depreciation will be provided. So this is the amount. 9,000 is the amount of depreciation. We'll pass the entry profit and loss account debit 9,000, and provision for depreciation is going to be credit for the depreciation, that is 9,000, or accumulated depreciation you can say, right? So any problem you can ask me. Sir, we just need to pass this entry to, we should have done that earlier. कर ही नहीं सकते थे. वजह, because we have not been given the cost of the new asset. Problem is this, that we can find the cost of the new asset only when we can find the amount of the trade-in, because we have paid 22,500, which is a part of the cost of asset, but the old asset has been given in part exchange for which we have not paid, and that amount is the book value of the old asset after depreciation, and that is going to be 13,500. Got it? देखने को मसला तो बताएं. आगे चलते हैं जी. नेक्स्ट, February, March 23-22 is the paper. So that's it. Okay. C part. Where is the B part? We are done with that. Okay. So this is how we are done with this question. And inshallah, in our next class, we will again do depreciation, right? So thank you very much. And we will be able to, sorry, just a minute, what I've done. So we'll do more questions of depreciation regarding the part exchange, which are even more difficult.